What's up, comrades? Nightwolf here, and welcome back to the Summer of Anime. Sorry if I was gone for a while off the internet. You know, bills have to be paid in order to use the internet. It isn't free. So, I apologize for the delay in videos. We are back on normal schedule. I hope you guys are excited. Today, when it comes to the Summer of Anime, we're going to be talking about my favorite space opera in all of anime. And that show is Robotech. Now, a little bit of history and a little bit of a background as to what this show is or what this series is. Originally, this is a show from Japan known as Macross. And a company by the name of Harmony Gold bought the rights to have an English version translated for the US. So, we got Robotech, the Macross saga. We are going to focus on season 1 because that's technically Macross. That's technically the original show, and it is probably my favorite segment of the entire series. Robotech has 3 seasons, but the other 2 are not official Macross canon. And there have been other Macross series that have managed to sneak into the States, but with the stranglehold that Harmony Gold has had currently over the series, sadly, we will never see any of the new Macross stuff. Right now they make their own stuff. They do their own Robotech related stuff. And the reason why I wanted to do this video, aside from, hey, it was on my mind and I felt like talking about it, but a couple of reasons. 1, the series is back on Netflix. 2, there's talks from Sony that there's going to be a Robotech live-action film. I don't know anything about that yet. I'm going to probably look that up later to learn any information, and maybe we'll talk about that another time. But I thought now would be a good time. We'll jump on the train right now, and we'll talk about Robotech and my love for this show. Now, keep in mind that this is a much older anime. It is, if I remember correctly, from the early 80s, or somewhere around those lines, or somewhere in the mid-80s. I don't remember the exact year. But it's probably one of my favorite other mech-related shows I've ever seen. It's on par with Gundam. I love them both so much, especially with, like, original Gundam and Robotech. It's just good. It's just a fun show. And when I say space opera, I mean it's a space opera. There's all the warfare and stuff that's going on, but then there's all the romance and the love triangles and the tension and the drama that the series has. And some real weight and some real interesting... The theme of the show is relatively simple and straightforward. Alien ship crashes on Earth, humans discover it, start rebuilding start constructing and using the technology they find within the alien warship to advance their own civilization, and actually unifying the planet into one conglomerate, unified government. Sound familiar? Yeah, it sounds a little familiar. Sounds like Gundam. And then, of course, the Fire Nation attacks. Oh wait, no, not the Fire Nation. I apologize. It's actually the Zentradi, the alien race that the warship was trying to escape from. And that's pretty much the first beginning, opening. That's just the gist of what leads up to the actual show itself. The show follows, for the most part, a young upstart pilot by the name of Rick Hunter, or if I remember correctly, the Japanese version of his name is Ryu. I don't remember the exact name, and it's him. He shows up and gets thrust into battle. He is a civilian pilot with a very good aptitude for flying because he was part of a flying circus, and then inevitably joins the SDF-1 as a member of its crew. The reason why I think this show is so fun and so enjoyable is not just the action that happens, because the action is fun. The Veritech fighters are cool. I love they're basically like Transformers, but with pilots inside it. Similar to Gundam, but almost everything that the main pilots use are Veritech fighters, and they all fly and transform, and it's a lot of fun. It's fun to watch them battle. But what I really enjoyed is the human drama in this show. You have Rick, who is a young man who meets a girl. And isn't that how most of these stories go? He meets a girl, and it's love at first sight. Her name is Minmay. She has dreams and aspirations of being a movie star, but she's a little bit flaky. And that's the best way I can describe her as a character. She's a very flaky character in the sense of she's not really sure what she wants. I mean, she has her dreams and aspirations, but it's really hard to pin her down as what she actually wants in life, because she says one thing and does another, which confuses the ever-loving heck out of Rick, who is obsessed with her for pretty much the entire show. Through the entire first season, he is obsessed with her. He loves her. He wants to be there for her, he wants to protect her, but then their lives take diverging paths. She becomes a star, he's focused on being a pilot, and then you add in the extra drama of another woman. You add in Lisa Hayes, who probably by far is one of my favorite female characters in anime, because I feel so bad for her. Not just feel bad. She's a strong, commanding officer. She's a brilliant woman who falls in love with Captain Hunter. Or Lieutenant Hunter. But unfortunately, conflicting hearts and feelings and all that good stuff. The show just really was focused mainly on them and the love triangle. And it's a great love triangle. It's dramatic, it's moving, it makes you cry, and it's good. And there are a lot of other fun characters in it. There's Rick's subordinates, Max, and other assorted... Actually, I think the other character that I really enjoy is Rick's older brother. Or basically, he's called his older brother. He's not his actual biological brother. His older brother, Roy Fokker. I know, it's a weird name. Just go with it. But Roy is a fun character. He's the typical, ace pilot flyboy. Good with the ladies and all that stuff. And he's just a good character. He's so fun. He's so enjoyable. Pretty much everybody is enjoyable in this show. It's a lot of fun to watch. And I'm not going to spoil anything for those who are initiated, but this show has probably one of my... I wouldn't say it's a favorite of mine, but it's one of the most powerful deaths of a character I think I've ever seen. And I was like shocked. When I first saw it, I was shocked by it. I was like, whoa, that changed. I didn't see that coming. And it moved me so much. It was so sad. And the gravity of that death kind of follows around the characters for quite a few more episodes, actually, for quite a while, actually, almost to the complete end of the show, or the first season. Now, the show isn't perfect. It's got its flaws. The animation is not always consistent due to its age. It may not look the prettiest. I will admit that. But I think that it's well worth the watch. It's 36 episodes, so it's a little bit of a work through. I know that there is a film version, though I don't remember its name, that is shorter and more condensed. I just think that Robotech is something that you should check out, basically. If you haven't seen Robotech, I recommend it. It's a good show. And it's one of my personal favorites. So much so that I recently actually just pre-ordered the first 2 issues of a new comic book run that's coming out currently. So you guys out there that like comic books and whatnot, hey, maybe go look it up. Go see if that might interest you. Maybe a comic book version. I don't know what's going to be in the comic book. I don't know if it's going to be a retelling of the original story or if it's going to be something else. I don't know. But I am curious. I have the first 2 issues pre-ordered with some very nice covers. There's a lot of variant covers. Part of me wishes I could buy all of them, but sadly, I cannot. Maybe if there's a sale, I can buy some of the other variant covers. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode of the Summer of Anime. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed recording it. I just finished rewatching the whole thing earlier today. Well, not the whole thing, but I've been watching it since I've been off the internet. And I hope that it got you interested and curious about the show. Go out and check it out if you haven't. If you have seen it, tell me what you think about it. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is it one of your favorites? What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section. I greatly appreciate it. Also, do not forget to leave me a like as well. That's greatly appreciated, as well as a subscribe. Ringing the notification bell helps. And of course, sharing the video. If you share the video, I'll give you a free puppy. I'm kidding, I can't give you a free puppy. But if you share the video, I'd greatly appreciate it. I don't know what's wrong with me. It could be that my room is very hot right now, and I'm a little bit uncomfortable. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And as always, do not forget to raise your nerd flags high, and I'll see you next time. I will sound.